Untuk makluman semua, Kampung Baru adalah warisan negara yang sangat istimewa dan unik kerana di seluruh dunia, hanya Malaysia mempunyai 613 buah kampung baru yang telah pun berusia 76 tahun sejak tahun 1948. Kampung Baru dibina di bawah rancangan BRICS pada tahun 1948 sewaktu daurat, di mana setakat hari ini antara penduduk masyarakat Tionghoa hampir 70% atau 5 juta penduduk sebenarnya tinggal di dalam kawasan Kampung Baru. Dan kita mendapati di mana Kampung Baru mempunyai ciri-ciri istimewa yang layak untuk dipertimbangkan sebagai warisan dunia UNESCO. Maka bahagian Kampung Baru Cina KPKT tahun ini akan membuat kajian empirical bersama dengan kerajaan negeri yang terlibat untuk kemukakan supaya Kampung Baru pada satu hari nanti akan diiktiraf sebagai warisan dunia UNESCO.
The primary purpose of the article is to inform readers about the proposal to nominate new villages in Malaysia, Kampung Baru, as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and to provide a critical analysis of the historical context and implications of such a proposal. As mentioned, this article critically examined the historical context of the new village, analysed the ethical implications of the proposal, is an example of feature journalism. While the article presents information about the history of the new villages and the challenges faced by their residents, it also reflects the journalist's perspective on the proposed UNESCO nominations and its significance. The article advocates for a specific viewpoint, arguing against the proposal and offering alternative suggestions for heritage recognition. The journalist employed framing techniques to shape the reader's perceptions of the proposal. It frames the issue as one of the historical oversight and an insult to the collective memory of the Malaysian Chinese community, drawing attention to the terrible conditions faced by residents during the emergency period. This framing emphasized the ethical implications of celebrating sites associated with colonial aggressions and highlight the importance of considering historical context in heritage preservation efforts. By focusing on the controversial proposal to nominate new villages as UNESCO World Heritage Site, the article set the agenda for public discourse on heritage preservation in Malaysia. It encouraged readers to critically evaluate the government's actions and policy related to heritage recognitions and preservations, encouraging broader discussions about how people think of marginalized communities in national narrative. The article also implicitly addresses concerns about cultural hegemony by questioning the validity of celebrating sites associated with colonial oppressions. It challenges dominant narratives that may seek to sanitize or romanticize colonial past, highlighting the importance of recognizing and amplifying the voice of oppressed communities in heritage preservation efforts. This aligns with critical theories of mass communications, which emphasize the role of media in perpetuating or challenging power relations and dominant ideology. From my perspective, the proposal to nominate new villages as UNESCO World Heritage Site may have good intentions, such as potentially boosting the income of residents through tourism. However, turning these villages into tourist attractions could disturb the daily life of the predominantly elderly residents. Moreover, the current political climate in Malaysia is already unstable, and such a proposal could raise racial tensions, especially since the villages mainly inhabited by Malaysian Chinese are being considered. Politicians could exploit this issue to stir up ethnic tensions, further ruining Malaysia's national unity. Lastly, if these villages were to be designated as UNESCO site, the government will need to allocate more funds for their development. Instead of investing in communities that have relatively well-developed infrastructure, it will be wiser to prioritize funding for communities facing more severe environmental challenges.